Hello. All right, 1 second. All right, welcome to FitNews. Let's get it together. It's Wednesday, so it's FitNews time. In the group earlier, I had said we are going to chat about weight loss, and hey, that's what we're going to do. So here we go. Let's talk about that midlife weight loss, right? So often and recently, I have been getting, remember how you used to get all the time back in the answering machine days? We used to get all of the, what are they called? I guess they're robocalls, right? We used to get a lot of those. I don't get as many of those now on my cell phone. Now that I said that, I'm sure I will this week. But I have been getting a lot of robo-texts, and it's really just this one set of texts, and I get at least several a week, and I've tried to block them, and they're still there. And they, they got my name wrong. They're calling me Taylor. Not my name, not even my middle name, not my maiden name, nowhere in my name, but my new name for whoever this is Taylor. And every single one of these texts has to do with losing weight. Hey, Taylor, lose 36 pounds in 12 days. Hey, Taylor, do this to lose 24 pounds in 4 days. Hey, Taylor, stop eating this to lose weight. And then you have to click the link, right? It's basically selling the quick fix. And so often in life, we are looking for that quick fix, especially when I have so many ladies tell me that when they look in the mirror now, they don't recognize that woman that's in the mirror. And that's okay in one way, right? Because we all grow, and that's okay. You don't have to be the person that you were. However, if the reason that you don't recognize her in the mirror is because there's a lot more going on in the middle than what used to be going on in the middle, I'm not talking about washboard abs. We don't have to have those to be healthy. But I am talking about if there's too much in the middle going on, that's dangerous, right? We know that belly fat and having too much belly fat is dangerous because that visceral fat then surrounds the organs, and it leads to a myriad of chronic diseases, right? And that's what we want to avoid. So when we're talking about weight loss, in particular as a midlife woman, a lot of times you'll see jumpstart your metabolism or do this detox. Stay away from both of those. Number one, you don't need a detox. And number two, you cannot jumpstart your metabolism. But what you can do are these three things that I'm going to share with you. Because over time, I believe that we have overcomplicated things. And so it's time to take things back to the old adage of KISS, right? Keep it simple, silly. So what are these three things that you as a midlife woman can do to A, help you lose weight, or B, help you maintain a healthy weight? Because we don't all need to lose weight, right? But if you do, remember we're doing it in a healthy way for healthy reasons, right? And those healthy reasons are that we want to ward off chronic disease and continue to do the things that we enjoy with our loved ones. Not a pair of jeans. Just saying. All right, so let's talk about those three things, three simple things that you can do. Number one, start your day with a meal that contains at least 30 grams of protein. When we start our day off filled with protein, we are setting up ourselves for success for the rest of the day. By having a meal that's protein filled in the morning, we help to ward off those afternoon sugar cravings, those afternoon munchies where you just want to grab. I hate to label food, so I don't want to sit here and say, so you just want to grab the junk food. Because you know that I don't label food. But when we set ourselves up with a meal in the morning for breakfast that it contains 30 grams at least of protein, we can ward off those hunger pangs and those cravings for lots of sugar, right? Later on in the day. So start your day off with a meal that has 30 grams of protein. If you say, Jen, I just don't have time in the morning to be eating 30 grams of protein, this is where the smoothie comes in, right? And you can pre-package these things the night before. You can put all of your, depending on what you want in your smoothie, your fruits, your spinach, your kale, whatever it is you enjoy in your smoothie, you can put that in a baggie and you put it in the fridge. And then in the morning, you grab that, you grab your choice of milk and you grab your protein powder and you put it all together in the blender, right? That will give you your 30 grams of protein to start your day. Now, if you're someone that has more time, you can also do overnight oats with protein powder. Again, that will get you your 30 grams. If you are someone that has more time, remember I've always told you my love for egg whites, and you can go ahead and throw in as many veggies. So that way, not only are you getting your protein, but you're also getting your fiber. Now, those two things together, that's what's going to help you stay fuller longer. So by getting in protein and getting in fiber throughout your day, you're going to feel fuller longer, which means you're not going to be eating as much, right? We're still eating nutritiously. We're still getting in the nutrients that we need. But by getting in that protein, we're also helping with muscle protein synthesis. It's helping to hold on to the lean muscle that we have. All right, so protein, prioritize your protein. We're not demonizing carbs, we're just prioritizing that protein. That's number one. Number two, move daily. Does this mean that you have to spend an hour on the treadmill or you have to spend an hour doing weights? Not at all. Not what I'm advocating for. It does mean that you need to move daily. We want to minimize sitting around. If you have a desk job, I want you up once an hour. Even if it's just a quick trip down the hallway and back, movement is key throughout the day. All right, there's going to be some days when you will be able to get that workout in that you were planning on doing. Maybe it's a 30-minute walk, maybe it's your 30-minute strength session. Some days you've got the time for it. Other days are a little more difficult and we need to work around that. How do we do that? We get the movement in when we can. We take the steps. We maybe do some squats when we're brushing our teeth or while we're making dinner. Or maybe when we're at our kids' game, instead of just standing there, we're pacing, right? All of those things are movement and it all adds up and it all counts. Number three, sleep. Again, seems simple. 7 to 9 hours of sleep does wonders for weight loss and for healthy weight and for your overall health. Now, you've heard me talk about all three of these things about a million times, but I am telling you that when you put them together, they are the secret sauce. They are the magic pill. They are the quick fix, except they're not quick, right? They require patience and they require consistency, not perfection, consistency. It might seem like, well, those are not a shocker, or what's the big deal with any of those, or how is that new information? That's just it. You see, there's nothing fancy, there's nothing exciting, There's nothing new about getting in your daily movement, eating some protein, and getting some sleep. So they're not flashy, but those are the three things, especially when we hit midlife, but all throughout life, that are going to help you to A, lose weight should you need to, or B, maintain a healthy weight once you are there. And remember that the point of maintaining a healthy weight is so that you can do the things that you enjoy doing with your loved ones, right? Again, I know seems like there should be more to it, but there's not. Sorry, just not. So what I suggest is that you choose one of these three. If you are in a place where you are struggling right now, choose one of these three to focus on for 2 weeks. Track your consistency with whichever one that is. Maybe it's sleep, maybe it's movement, or maybe it's your protein. Track your consistency. And once you find that you are consistent, remember consistency is doing it more times than not, add another step in. So if you started with sleep, maybe add the protein in next, all right? Work on one thing at a time and build upon that. That's why it's not quick, but it's simple steps that will give you the long-term results. All right, make it a great week. I will see you for more Fit News next week. If you have any questions on any of this, drop them below. I'd love to answer them. And if you have any topics that you want Fit News to cover, always drop it somewhere, put it in the group, or send me a message. I'm happy to do a Fit News on whatever is on your mind. Make it a great week. See you next week.